Okay. All right. Good morning to everyone. Okay. My name is Dr. Anuja. Okay, and I am extremely honored and grateful to be here today as a chief guest for the 79th Independence Day. Okay. So I know how you're all feeling right now. I have been a student not that long ago, and I know what it feels like to sit and wait for the chief guest to finish their speech. So I will not take a long time, but I do want to say a few things which are important to me, and I hope will inspire you because I know what it's like to take this journey from point A to point B. And it's been a beautiful and fulfilling journey, and I want to share some parts of it. So I hope you bear with me. Okay? Chalega? Okay, alright, great, great. Okay. Alright, so the first thing that I want to talk about is school. Ma'am spoke about how I was in school. I have some different memories from a different side which I want to share. One thing I remember when I was in first standard, there was a fancy dress competition where I was Cheeza Bai, and I was so scared that I was hiding behind ma'am, and I was just refusing कि नहीं जाऊंगी मैं स्टेज पे कुछ भी कर लो आप. And then that day, ma'am literally pushed me crying to the stage, and that day when I spoke, that was the first time I held a mic in my hand and spoke in front of so many people. And I think I never stopped. That was the day that it started and it never stopped. And since then, I feel every single time that, I asked for an opportunity, it was presented to me. And I was never afraid to ask, I used to go to ma'am, I used to walk into ma'am's office and say, ma'am, I think we should only host the quiz. Why should a teacher be the quiz master? Students should only host the quiz. And then we became quiz masters. Then one day we said, Ki, why do we use pre-made scripts for dramas? We should write the script. And then I said to ma'am, and then ma'am is like, लिखोगे आप? And I'm like, हाँ लिख लेंगे, कोई बात नहीं. And then we went ahead and wrote the drama and then acted in the drama. And there have just been so many instances in school where we asked and we received, and there is no greater fortune than that. And today, while I was taking a tour, so I got a really beautiful tour of the school in the morning, and just seeing everything made me realize that you have that opportunity. A school is not the four walls that make up the school. It's not the building. It's the people, it's the teachers who are going to guide you every step of the way, who are going to give you opportunities, and you just have to make the most of those opportunities. Okay? So that was the first thing that I wanted to tell you. The second thing which ma'am also spoke about was something that I used to love doing in school. So every day after school, at least for an hour, I used to hide in the library. So technically it was not allowed to wait in school after hours. But I used to sneak up and I used to hide in the library, and I had a corner in that library. And I think I have read almost 80% of the books in that library. And every single day I used to give a book back and take a new book in. And just having that, vast sea of knowledge before me, it used to be like a never-ending hunger. कि ये book हो गया, अभी I want a new book, I want another book. And then at the end of the year, I used to take a list of books and I used to give it to ma'am, and I was like, ma'am, these books our library doesn't have. Please get them for us. And that habit, if I have to look back and think of one habit that changed my life, changed the course of everything, I think it's reading. Because storybooks teach you more about the world than textbooks ever can. They teach you courage, they teach you compassion, they teach you sorrow, they teach you how to deal with sorrow. And all of this is sometimes far more important than what is the square area of maybe Iran or Iraq, or what is A plus B the whole square. All of that is important, definitely, but storybooks teach you how to live life and how to experience life, love life, and having that is a beautiful, beautiful, skill as well as hobby to carry forward. So if there's one thing you take away, you forget me, you forget my name, you forget my speech. Just one thing if you want to take away from this is read. Read like your life depends on it. Okay? And that is one thing I wanted to tell you. And the last thing is, today we are here on Independence Day, and as you grow older, okay, now in school, every single day you say the national anthem, every single day you say the pledge. You become a really close-knit part of the nation. But as you grow older, it's very easy to lose touch. It's very easy to lose touch with the nation. But what matters is, not being, not doing grand gestures for the country, or sometimes I respect wholly every single soldier who has given their life and is fighting for us out there. But what can you do here in the day is what matters. So when you go out of the school and when you succeed in your profession, whatever profession that may be, you can be a doctor, you can be a teacher, you can be a grocery store owner, you can be a sweeper, any single profession. If you give it your all, if you give it every single bit that you have, that is service to the nation. If every single day you go out there, so sometimes I used to think I would have been a scientist in ISRO, I would have served my nation. But when I was in my PPE, when I was working in COVID, when I was working on the front lines, I was sleeping 3 hours a day. I was spending the entire day covered in PPE. When I was seeing hundreds and more than that number of patients per day, I said, you know what? This is service to the country, right? You're doing what you can and you're helping the people and that is service to the country. So I want you to understand that when you go out from the school, I want you to take every single bit that it can teach you. Read as much as possible, and I heard about this beautiful provision that you have where you can drop everything and read. I wish I could have had that, luxury right now, but take that, take everything that you can and give to the country, give to people around you, love the people around you, and that's all. Thank you so much. Happy Independence Day, and thank you for inviting me.
Wonderfully spoken, Anuja. I have just one question for you. The best, amongst the best, but how regular were you at school? That's an answer you all have to listen to. How regular and punctual was she at school?
I was extremely regular, and I still remember I used to wake up in the morning and I used to feel I have to be there at 8:15 on the dot, because ma'am is going to be standing outside the gate at 8 o'clock, and if I don't reach at 8:15, I just cannot. And today also I woke up in the morning, I'm like, I cannot be late today. Ma'am will scold me, I cannot be late today. But the point is that that was something I learned, right? It's a habit. You form habits when you're small, and you know that you're going to reach on time, you're going to go every day. Even when I was sick, I used to be like, am I sick enough to warrant a leave? Because my parents are doctors, so they used to be a little bit like, nay, if you're sick, don't go to school. But I always used to miss school when I wouldn't go to school. So I think I used to be there most of it. I'm not sure how, I don't remember exactly my attendance. But I think we used to have an award every year. 100% attendance award.
Yes, and for book reading too.
And
voracious readers, the avid readers.
Yes.
And I'm sure you have many of them. She told me she has kept all her badges and trophies with her safe and sound, so that these are beautiful memories, and school days never come back, right?
They never come back. And I feel like now when I'm coming here and looking at all of you, I feel like you don't realize at that time how lucky you are. You really don't. It's like hindsight. You see it now, But seeing your school today, seeing how beautifully colorful, beautifully inclusive, and culturally, immersed your school is, I think it's really, you're lucky, and I hope that you take that with you. Take that. Be grateful. Take that with you. And stay present. Whatever you do, stay present. Keep your phones aside. Keep whatever screens you have aside, and just be present and take the most from this 10 years of childhood that you have. Okay? All right.
Oh, well spoken. Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you so
Anuja.
much.
Can we give her our wall cry? Are we ready? आपको सबको स्पीच अच्छी लगी? तो चलो let's show it. 1, 2, 3, go. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.